What if I told you that you were the master architect of your own life? That you're holding the literal blueprint to your reality right now? Well, that's the incredibly powerful idea behind the law of attraction. And in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly how it's supposed to work. So let's just start with this big question. Are your thoughts shaping your reality? What if every single thought, every feeling you have, isn't just a private thing happening inside your head, but is actually actively sculpting the world around you? That is the absolute core premise of the law of attraction. And to really get a handle on this, we're going to need one core metaphor. Just think of it like this. Your mind is a magnet. Okay, so what is it really? At its heart, the law is pretty simple. You attract what you are. Your dominant thoughts and feelings, the ones you keep coming back to day after day, they're supposedly sending out this signal that just pulls in matching experiences. It suggests there's a direct pipeline from your inner world to your outer reality. So let's stick with that blueprint idea. Your thoughts? They're the magnet, constantly pulling experiences towards you. But a magnet is pretty useless without a charge, right? That's where your feelings come in. They are the magnetic power. And your deepest core beliefs? Well, that's the grand design, the whole architectural plan for the life you are building, whether you realize it or not. But this isn't just some random cosmic magic. No, proponents say it operates on a few key principles. You could basically call them the rules of attraction. The number one fundamental rule is this: like attracts like. And this creates a really powerful feedback loop in your life. See, a mindset that's focused on opportunity and positivity is said to attract, well, more of the same. But on the flip side, a mindset that's fixed on scarcity and problems tends to attract, you guessed it, more problems. It's a cycle that reinforces itself. Now, here's a super crucial distinction. This isn't just about wishful thinking. You can't just repeat positive phrases over and over while on the inside you're feeling anxious or doubtful. The real key, according to people who follow this, is something called vibrational alignment. And what that means is that your thoughts, your feelings, and your core beliefs, all three of them have to be in harmony. They have to be on the same page. Thinking I want to be wealthy is basically useless if you feel that constant dread of not having enough and you secretly believe money is the root of all evil. The theory goes that the universe doesn't hear your words. It feels your signal, your vibration. So if you're the architect of your reality, what's in your toolkit? Let's get practical and look at the actual techniques people use to put this law into practice. The process usually follows 4 key steps. It all starts with getting crystal clear on what you want. No vague wishes allowed. Then you use visualization to mentally and emotionally experience that outcome, like it's already happened. You reinforce that with affirmations to help reprogram those old limiting beliefs. And the whole thing is supercharged by gratitude. Let's take an affirmation like this one. Now, the goal isn't really to fool yourself into believing something that feels totally untrue. It's more about systematically overwriting those old negative beliefs with new empowering ones over and over until the new belief becomes your subconscious default setting. But out of all the techniques we just mentioned, many will argue that gratitude is by far the most powerful. And why is that? Because when you feel genuinely thankful for what you already have, you instantly shift your emotional state into one of abundance. And that, supposedly, is the clearest signal you can send to the universe to bring you even more. Now, of course, this whole philosophy isn't without its controversy. Not at all. While it's incredibly inspiring to a lot of people, it's also faced some pretty significant criticism. So let's take a balanced look at both the strengths and the pushback. So on the plus side, it's a simple, empowering framework that can really boost confidence and promote a more positive outlook. The criticisms, though, are pretty big. There is a serious lack of scientific proof, there's a risk of ignoring the need to take actual concrete action, and there's the potential for a kind of toxic positivity that can overlook very real systemic challenges in the world. So, with both sides of the argument laid out on the table, it really comes down to this. It's your reality, and it's your choice. So, who is this really for, then? Well, it seems to resonate most with people who are feeling kind of discouraged and just want a fresh start. Or maybe anyone who's lacking a bit of confidence or positivity. It's for people interested in these kinds of manifestation techniques, individuals who really believe that lasting change has to start from the inside out. If you take away just one single frame from all of this, let it be this metaphor. The universe is a mirror. The idea is that it isn't judging you or rewarding you. It's simply and neutrally reflecting your own inner state right back at you. And that brings us to the final, essential question. Now that you've seen the principles, the tools, and the criticisms, where do you land? Is the law of attraction a powerful tool for transforming your reality from the inside out, or is it just a really compelling form of wishful thinking? At the end of the day, that's for you to decide.